I feel like most of my looks have always been unapproachable. That's like kind of intimidating to do, but it's really not that hard. You're gonna start with any brown eyeshadow and just pack it everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's messy, just to have that color everywhere. After you've done that, take a smaller brush, maybe a black or a gray shadow right here. It's supposed to be a little smoky. Then just blend it out again. Right here, your lash line, right here. Smoke it out with that black eyeshadow that I used, and then just clean it up a little bit. So after curling your lashes, add a bunch of mascara. I like to add blush under there. Blend it out downwards, like that. So this is pretty much it. For the lips, I usually just use this solid. That's the look.
I wish I knew earlier. Blend foundation with your fingers to achieve a supernatural skin-like finish. To really set your base, spray your sponge with some finishing or setting spray. Your base is going to blend even more flawlessly and last a lot longer. I'm blending around the under eye area because we want to use less product to minimize creasing. If your brow wax comes in a jar, avoid double dipping. Instead, scoop some product out to work with. Marinate your concealer so you can use less product while still getting a full coverage. Spray finishing spray between every step, especially if you like to do your skin first. It keeps the skin looking fresh for hours and the base just looks soft and airbrushed. If your eyeliner smudges easily, set it with some dark eyeshadow or put some powder in this area where eyeliner usually bleeds. For eyes with epicanthic folds, apply inner corner eyeliner on the lower lash line. To brighten and open up the eyes, place highlight in this divot here. I like to bring it up and down into the lower lash line. When setting your makeup, go one step further by drenching your sponge with setting spray, tapping gently to melt the makeup into your skin.
Carve top brow, carve bottom brow, other side, middle, all over lid, forehead, bridge of nose, cupid's bow, chin. Concealer on inner corner, concealer on outer corner, join together. And other side, concealer below jawline, cream contour on forehead, cheekbones, jawline, sides of nose, eye crease, and other side. Blending from top to bottom, forehead, eyes, nose contour, under eyes, cheekbones, cupid's bow, chin. Add a little bit of your foundation, blend everywhere. Some liquid blush, blend, fill in eyebrows, set under eyes, the cheekbones, brown eyeshadow, nude eyeshadow, shadow wing, a pair of lashes, powder bronzer, blush, lip liner, lipstick, and you're done.
Petit make-up du jour qui sera détaillé. On commence par mes sourcils, j'utilise toujours le gel Got To Be qui plaque extrêmement bien les sourcils. On passe à ma skincare, puis ensuite j'enchaîne avec le teint. J'applique le Halo Glow Liquid Filter de chez ELF qui va me donner du glow et un super beau teint. Je l'applique avec un pinceau de chez Sephora qui est génial pour tout ce qui va être produit crème pour le teint. Pour l'anti-cerne, j'ai choisi le faux filter de chez Huda. Je crois que je le préfère largement au Too Faced. Il file pas dans les plis et le rendu à la fin de la journée est incroyablement beau. Je l'ai atteint de Cotton Candy. Je vais ensuite faire ressortir mes taches de rousseur avec un crayon à sourcils de chez Action. Puis ensuite, j'applique du bronzer, toujours de chez Action. C'est en fait un fond de teint stick en teinte foncée que j'utilise en bronzer. Il est vraiment très bien. Il est assez gras, facile à estomper. Vraiment rien à dire. Je prends ensuite ma poudre, toujours de chez Action. Je crois que je la préfère largement à la Huda. Elle est hyper efficace et matifie toute la journée. J'applique un blush de chez Primark qui est pêche, qui est super beau. Avec de l'highlighter, c'est vraiment trop joli. Pour la touche lumière, j'applique l'highlighter de chez W7. Regardez-moi ce packaging et ce rendu incroyable. Pour les yeux, j'utilise la teinte la plus claire. Ça va me donner un petit peu de lumière. Et ensuite, j'en applique sur le nez, un petit peu sur le menton, sous le sourcil. Et pour finir, je fais mon lip combo. J'utilise deux produits, un de chez W7 et un crayon de chez NYX. C'est la teinte Los Angeles 2.0. Et pour être sûr que mon make-up tienne toute la journée, j'applique mon spray fixateur de chez Charlotte Tilbury, le meilleur, je crois. J'en ai pas testé énormément, mais vraiment, je peux vous dire que le maquillage ne bouge pas de toute la journée. Voilà pour le tuto make-up. Bisous!
Like spending hours on your makeup, let me help you out. I'm gonna give you some tips to do your makeup in as little as 10 minutes. Apply your primer first, that way it has time to get tacky. For your brows, use a tinted gel. This is gonna add color and thickness in like 2 minutes. Skip foundation and just add concealer wherever you want the most coverage. Let your concealer sit for extra coverage, but meanwhile I like to go in with my blush. We're skipping contour, so I'm just bringing the blush up to add a natural contour effect. You don't have to spend so much time blending out your blush because the concealer is going right over it. Now use the leftover concealer on your lid for primer. Go in with a light brown shadow to slightly define the crease. This is so easy, you really can't mess this up. This is optional, but if you want to add lashes, go for half lashes. These are so much faster to apply. Now just add your favorite gloss and that's it. You're out the door. Okay, now what is this? Okay, so here's what's going on. Instead of drawing our eyeliner this way, we're going to extend it downward first and then fill in this little triangular area that's going to form. And the idea is it's going to elongate our eyes a little bit, but it's also going to give them a droopier effect. Our eyes naturally have this little downward crease right here, so that's where I'm going to draw the line. I would normally start my eyeliner here, but instead I'm going to start it right here and flick upwards. And then I'm just filling that in. And this is what I have so far. Now I'm going to take a light brown eyeshadow on a little brush. I'm using that to fill in this little triangle area. I'm adding a nude eyeliner in my waterline to open my eyes up even more. And we're done. This is the before and after.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls always over blush. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls are always in a rush.
You're a beginner to makeup and you literally have no idea what you're doing. I'm gonna help you out and I'm gonna start off with skin, which can literally change your life. It changed my life when I figured out I could cover a big red pimple because I was so insecure about my skin. First, you're gonna take a face primer. This is going to smooth out your pores just a little bit and it's also going to help your makeup last a lot longer. Then you're going to take a liquid or cream foundation. You could get color matched at Sephora or Ulta. I'm going to apply it to just half of my face so you can see the difference it makes. With a foundation brush, you're just going to start tapping this into your skin. It's very important that you bring it down your neck so that it matches you perfectly. Now my skin tone is a lot more even. Acne scars are less visible compared to this side where you could see acne scars, redness. You could definitely stop here if you want, but if you want a bit more coverage, then you go in with a concealer. See these little acne spots that the foundation didn't cover? I'm just going to tap those with the concealer and the dark purple under eyes. With a makeup sponge, you're just going to start tapping the concealer into your skin and see how those acne scars pretty much disappear. I'm doing cream bronzer and blush in part 2, but for now we're gonna skip to powder. There's 2 types of powders, loose powder and pressed powder. I like both. I like to apply it with a powder puff, but you can also use a brush. This is going to ensure that your makeup doesn't move around and crease throughout the day. It also blurs and mattifies the oiliness. You see that? And that's it. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. If you don't know how to put on lashes, I'm going to show you real quick. Take your lash and apply a generous coat of glue. I prefer the clear glue. Let it get tacky for at least 30 seconds to a minute. Grab onto it with some tweezers. Make sure to hold it by the center, then look down into your mirror. I'm going to pretend the camera is my mirror and apply that right in the center. Kind of lay it on your real lashes and you can attach the outer corner and lastly the inner corner and really take your time with the inner corner. Once it's kind of on, I like to close my eye and make sure that I have no gaps in between. Take one of these little lash tools and clamp your false lash with your natural lashes to help them blend better. And that's it. Look at the difference that makes, and it was so easy. To do your eyeliner if you're a beginner and you're struggling. I promise you will be able to do this. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. Look how small it is. It's a gel liner from One Size. You want this baby sharp. Start by looking down into your mirror. You're going to gently lift your lid. You're gonna line right here. This is called your waterline. This is probably the easiest eyeliner you can do. It darkens your lash line and makes your lashes look fuller. For this next part, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to set the pencil liner on your lashes and you're just going to start lining very close to your eye. I like to start at the outer corner and slowly move my way forward. It darkened up my lash line even more, but still looks super natural and wearable for every day. If you want to see how I do an easy winged eyeliner, go to part 2. Makeup for a 14-year-old? Let's do it. Take a skin tint with SPF. I like to do 2 little pumps. This is super easy because you can apply it with your hands. Gives you a tiny bit of coverage and it protects you from the sun. If you want to cover dark circles, you can add a little bit under your eyes. Let's add some color to the cheeks with some cream blush. This one is obviously super cute. If you're 14, I'm assuming you don't have a lot of brushes, so you can always just tap that in with your fingers. If you like looking glowy, you can totally leave it like this. But for the girls that don't like to look oily, just use a little bit of powder. Get rid of that extra shine. Definitely curl your lashes and add mascara. I already did that. If you have full brows, I would just go in with a clear brow gel. If you have thin brows, I would use a tinted brow gel. See the difference? It's really all up to you though. You can add a little bit of glitter in the inner corner. That looks really pretty. And you can't forget the gloss. Definitely think this is suitable for a 14-year-old, so please don't come for me and let me know if you liked it. You might be curling your eyelashes wrong. It's something that seems so simple, but trust me, there is a wrong way to do it. On this side, I'm going to show you the wrong way. You take the eyelash curler and you press down at the base. You hold it for a few seconds and you let it go. And this is what you get. It looks okay until you turn to the side. It's going to give you that really awkward L-shaped curl. You don't want an L shape, you want a C shape. This is how you want to do it. Pinch the lashes right at the base, pump for a few seconds. Then you're going to pull the lash curler out and then pump again for a few seconds until you get all the way to the tip of the lash, and then you're gonna hold again. Look at this curl. Look at it from the side. Now let's add some mascara to really compare the difference. This side has a really pretty C-shaped curl. You could see it from the side. While this side still looks okay, but it looks a little bit awkward, especially from the side. So now you know. Stop contouring like this if you have a round face shape. This type of contour technique has become really popular and it's being marketed especially for round faces, which I don't get. This goes so much against my natural face structure that it just ends up looking like a dirty spot. I think the goal is to kind of get this look, but if you have a round face shape, you will never have a face structure like this no matter how much you contour. I recommend working with your face structure instead of against it. So if you have a round face, you kind of just want to like narrow it out. You want to apply the contour on the sides of your face. Round faces usually have really cute chubby cheeks, so you want to kind of contour around the chubby cheek area. I also like to do the sides of the forehead too, and also the sides of your temple. With a contour brush, just start pressing that into place and blending it into your hairline. Adding a little bit to your temple kind of breaks up the roundness. I feel like this is a much better way to flatter a round face than this.
Makeup tutorial. We're not going for, oh, she's so cute, oh, she's so pretty. We're going for, she's hot, period. Okay, step one, your face has to be hairless. Do you guys see this peach fuzz on my face? Yeah, we need to get rid of that. I have this little tool that takes it all off for me. When your face is hairless, your makeup looks 10 times better, trust me. Okay, now that our face is as smooth as a baby's butt, step two, always be tan. And if you're not tan at the moment, like me, use bronzing drops. This stuff literally works magic. Now going in with concealer. Someone tell me how I got a pimple on my neck. Like, this is so annoying. Okay, I know we all love a good skin tint, but we're gonna go in with a full coverage foundation. We want a blank canvas. Essentially, we just wanna hide everything. Perfect. Now going in with concealer. I'm gonna put a lighter shade under my eyes and a shade that matches my skin tone on my forehead and my chin. And we're gonna let that sit. Now my favorite part, contour. Hot girls contour. I like to do my cheeks, my forehead, my jawline, and of course my nose. Don't forget to do the under part of your nose. It makes a big difference. Blend it out. I always use a brush to blend up my contour. I feel like it makes it look so much better. Now we gotta blend the concealer, but I'm actually gonna take one of these puff triangles to blend it out instead of a beauty blender. I know this seems like really backwards. I don't know why, but it makes my skin look so smooth. Like what? They look so good. Okay, let's blend this out. Using it for my chin and my forehead also. And then right after, take some loose powder and go over it again with the powder this time. Pressing that into the skin. Guys, like I swear this is the best hack ever. It makes your skin look amazing. Who is she? Okay, on to blush. Go in with a coral blush, trust me. This is way better than a pink blush, depending on your skin tone. But typically it makes us look hotter and not so cutesy. I always say go in with a gold highlighter. Like the gold really complements the coral blush. I lost count of what step I was on, but this is tip number 3 or 4 or whatever. Take bronzer and use it over your contour. I fully stand by using bronzer as contour. It just looks so much better. Always fill in your brows. Your brows are like a major part of your face, and not doing your brows just ruins the whole makeup look. Okay, I'm out of time, but go to part 2. I'm gonna post the rest.